teach the horse like you would teach yourself, and the things that you feel better about when, you know, someone doesn't push you or someone's just take it easy, you know, that I want immediately the horse to be able to count on my behavior. I'm going to stay consistent through the whole thing. Like, I'm going to treat you fair. This is all good. Just because I'm a stranger doesn't mean I think that's going to happen. So that's why, while you guys are talking, I just want to walk her around a little bit. I don't want to ask too much. I just want to have her move along. And she is an older horse, so she doesn't have like the anxiety levels that your horse has and things like that. So it's a wonderful thing to have a horse at this age, I can tell you.
Well, my 24-year-old, I really thought about bringing him too. I've had him 5 years. It took 2 years to get him to walk.
Oh gosh. And
he obviously was a show horse. He will never be a trail horse. He's too old now, but it's beautifully gaited and fiery. Great on the ground. The minute you get on him, you got a parade horse.
Right. Well, that's because of the training.
Yep.
So they want him so jacked up.
That he goes right into that gate. Chucks in and goes.
My mother has Pasafinos, and I've grown up around them. And you know, that intense Latino style training. You know, they want those horses to look like this, and they can't relate to being worked as a way we can raise them to that level. If you want a show horse, and I have Andalusians, so you know we want a hot horse.
Right.
But I want to bring them from way down here and teach them that up doesn't necessarily mean that everything's going bad. You want to change the levels of your horse all the time so that they start following a pattern. Like up means we're coming down. You know, if I push you a little bit, you know, don't worry about it because we're going to get right back to everything's okay. So if you constantly do that pattern with the horse, then it's okay to go up. And training when you get into the higher levels like piaffe, passage, all that, where you do have to put pressure on the horses, they're comfortable with you doing that. We call it the yank and spank when they do that stuff. You know, it's like anybody can make it look like the horse is getting trained. But just because you get a horse all worked up and he goes like this doesn't mean anything. If you can teach him that taking pressure is okay, then you really have a good project. Come on, you got to work a little bit. Come on, little girl.
What's her name?
Roxy.
Oh yeah? Did you go nuts?
He was bucking and farting. It was hilarious.
I think what you guys might want to do is grab some chairs and come on into the arena. I'm going to do some work on the wall.